today is a big day because we've got a sale here, London, England, where we have the James Bond car, and it's going to be a great day. I mean, really emotional day. It's been such an honor to have this car here.
My earliest memory of the Aston Martin, or any Aston Martin for that matter, very easy to recall. I was 10 years old. My mother took me to a drive-in movie theater to see Goldfinger in the summer of 1965. That character, international mystery man of intrigue, man of power, elegance, deadly capability, matched perfectly with the car, blew my mind, and has turned me into an Aston freak, an Anglophile, and a Bond fan ever since.
We've sold 5 of the most expensive cars ever sold at auction. One of the record-breaking moments, or the record-breaking moment I should say, was at Maranello last year when we sold a Ferrari, the 250 Testarossa, when we sold that at auction for over $12 million.
The name is Mike Ashley from Yorkshire in England, and the man that had the luck of being selected to drive this car for the promotion of Goldfinger and Aston Martin. Driving the most famous car in the world was a huge responsibility due to the schedule, and it had to be in one piece when you arrived the other end for TV and premieres, and I mean the slightest problem or delay, it would ruin a whole schedule. But apart from that, it was a huge joy to be sitting on a highway through Germany and wow, I'm in this car. I mean, it's an incredible thing. The impact on the company was outstanding. I understand they were besieged with 400 or 500 calls a day for half a year. The sales, you still had to afford the car, but the name of the car became absolutely phenomenally like a Hoover, or it's an Aston Martin. It was an extraordinary thing for the company. The real joy of using the car was being about to be stopped for speeding through France on the way up to the premiere, and the police had seen me, and 20 miles further on there was the roadblock, and I realized that obviously they'd got me doing 120 through a little village, and so I switched the plates from British BMT to French 47, and I remember going through the blockade and they were saying, "Non, c'est une voiture française, it's not English." So presumably they'd called ahead and said there's an English car coming down, and when I got there it was a French car, so I was off.
Any Aston Martin DB5 is rare, precious, desirable as a collector automobile. They made, after all, less than 1,000 of them. They were built by hand. They embodied the highest technology of the day with disc brakes, all aluminum engines, all aluminum bodies, rack and pinion steering, very high performance bespoke automobile. So then you get to the James Bond car.
Windscreen bulletproof, as are the side and the rear windows. Revolving number plates naturally. Valid all countries.
Anything else?
The gadgets, many of them were in working order. The most extraordinary one that I did use fairly frequently was the smoke screen, and you could trigger that off by a button in the console with all the controls here, and suddenly black smoke would go all over the street in the back, and we did that with great success. The guns, of course, that's a very moot point. The ejector seat, of course, because of the size, had actually been removed, but on a demonstration fun thing you could always tap the top of the roof off so that it looked as if the seat was about to come out.
Ejector seat, you're joking.
I never joke about my work, 007.
Driving an Aston Martin imparts a special feeling. Not only is it a high-performance automobile, but it has an extremely elegant composure. And to me, that combination of strength and style is what makes Aston Martin different from Ferraris and Lamborghinis and some other strictly high-performance vehicles.
Vintage cars, over the past 10 years, or the past 20 years, you take any 5-year period, the average value of that car has gone up. And what people really like is that it's a non-taxable asset on the profit. You know, it's called a wasting asset. So therefore, there's no tax that you pay when you come to sell your car and you've made a big profit on it.
Our customers today are 99% enthusiasts and not speculators. There was a market bubble about 20 years ago that ran up and burst when the speculators got involved, and when that starts to happen, then perhaps I'll take a different view. But for now, with the unreliability of a lot of the traditional financial instruments, it's nice to have a bit of rolling art that you can drive to the pub, which you cannot do with a painting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I almost don't know where to start. Let's open the bidding on the most famous car in the world. That's £2.5 million as an opening bid for the most famous car in the world, ladies and gentlemen. £2.6 million I have now. That's £2.6 million to start the day off. Do I have 2.7? One owner, completely original. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Well, a 2.6 then for the third. And the last time, if there's nobody bid anywhere in the room, are we all done? All finished? In that case, I'm selling the car. Go! Congratulations! £2.6 million. The most famous car in the world. Absolutely. A great moment. Mr. Jeremy, thank you so much for entrusting us with the sale.
I have a little museum with 25 cars in it, and this will be one of the 25. I have some Ferraris and some Duesenbergs and Corvettes. I'm probably an eclectic collector. I just like to collect a little bit of everything. This is probably the most famous car. Other cars have raced and had more history, and other cars are more pretty and elegant, but this is just probably the most famous movie car. But I will keep it in the present condition. It would be wrong to restore the car, and it's just like it was when it was driven. Yeah, I'll probably drive it some, and we'll probably just put it out on tour and let people use it and put it on display, share it with the world. The car's going back to the States. I was really surprised that it was a national treasure, but nobody here wanted it bad enough to keep it.